This
short-term memory
conference will
loss,
now be recorded.
you should be reminding me. The problem. I generally forget things. Because of my work pressure. So request you to remind me all these kind of small points. Okay. Okay. For now, for this to achieve, we will be practicing this model today. So we will just see what is main controller and then what is this action, how do we implement, whatever you see, right? Tomorrow, the different kind of methods you are writing, add user, edit user kind of thing. Tomorrow, we will make them into different paths. That's all. So here, what is that we do? Instead of user, we actually work on this one with categories. So we have categories, right or wrong? We have done add categories. Remember, we have a category controller. So we will change category controller now to meet our requirement, and then we will work on different methods. So category controller, which we have already have written, will now contain add method, update method, delete method, and get method, as well as list method. So all these methods, when you are calling, they will come to you. Understood? Huh? So this is how we will try to come. Get and list you can basically call directly from a JSP page. But I'll try to write it as a part of the servlet. Make clear. So let's see how it is going to work. Let's see this. Concept is clear, right? This is the style you are going to learn from tomorrow, and you would be practicing tomorrow and day after tomorrow also to get you habituated to this kind of style of coding. So here we are writing category controller in that way. So one controller which will perform all the action per a particular component, all CRUD operations. Okay. So here, yeah, I haven't selected this. Okay, so this project Amazon, what we have created. So add this common, which we are not going to touch. We have controller, we have DAOs, we have entities. So we are going to touch all this stuff. So let me close everyone, close all. Great. So intention today is to work with category related stuff. So let me find out everything one by one. First of all, the very first or primary most element that I need to have in my project is the entity. And I have an entity which is written in a proper way. We have category name and ID. Great. And then we have category DAO. So let's see this fellow how equipped with all the kind of methods. He has got insert, he has got update, he has got delete, and he has got get method, he has got list method. So all the methods are ready. And then we have Mr. Category Controller. So here category controller have only one service method which was facilitating adding a category, add category. Okay. So let's change this one. So here we will quickly go to web content. Now this is the point. You see, here I wanted to have let's say I wanted to have a this admin page, whatever we have, right? So I wanted him to have a yesterday we tried to create him with this kind of output. So here I have got welcome admin screen, welcome Amazon, and here I have links to him, correct? So what all the links we have is manage category. This is the link we have. So today we will implement this part, okay now? So we will enable this fellow to manage categories. So whenever he click on manage category, I wanted him here on the right side to see the list of categories, okay now? So here a heading of available list of categories, and then below he wanted to have sports and a small button link called edit, and also a small link called delete, okay? And January, whatever, edit, delete, and let's say I mean something like this below, okay now? Big list is what I wanted to have. On the top of this entire list, or you know, to side of this, add categories. So here I will have add new. So facilitating adding a new category, or they can actually edit or delete an existing category. Now, when this fellow clicks on add new, he will be taken to a page where he can add categories. And when he clicks on edit also, he would be taken to some other page where he can edit category. When he clicks on delete button, he would be simply, the category will be deleted, okay? And the same page will come back. Or I will take him to warning.jsp. So where I will be asking, are you sure you wanted to delete so and so category? If he says okay, and that particular category will be deleted simply. When he clicks on yes or kind of thing, when he clicks no, he will come back to this page. Okay, or you can simply avoid this action, and then you can simply delete the category when he clicks on delete. Let's see. So here what all we need is this, is what I will call it as cat list.jsp. Okay, or I could say show cat list dot, yes please, anybody is asking doubt? No, okay. So here I will call this as show cat list.jsp, where I will be showing all the list of elements available, and then still giving a provision to edit or add. So add category.jsp, we already have it. Add category.html, I still have it, no problem. Okay, now please try to understand, why do I have one page for edit and one page for add? Instead, what I will do, I will simply make add category.jsp, or I could say uh, simply call it as add edit cat, or add or edit cat.jsp. So the single page which will facilitate me either to get an existing category and display, facilitating the customer to edit it, or it simply add a new category having the same button called save. And then finally, when I say delete, it is not calling anything. So what are the new things we need to write here is, we need to showcase this show catalyst.jsp, which we already have written it. If you could see, there is this one, catalyst.jsp, right? So we will use the same JSP page edited in the style of admin home, okay na? And then from here we will try to take this fellow to either add category.html will now become add or update cat.jsp, add or edit cat.jsp. So this is there partially, this is also there partially. That means add category part is already there in HTML. We'll try to reuse the same thing what we have. So the main point is, this is supposed to be edited like this, and this is supposed to have some dynamic functionality to handle both add as well as edit. Plus, apart from all this stuff, what else we require? We need to modify category controller to handle, add, update, delete, all this. Okay. Now this is what the task is. So what is that we have ultimately is one JSP page which will facilitate me add or edit, one JSP page which will get me the list of categories for the admin. Okay, and then one JSP page, one controller which will facilitate me to do all these operations of add or update or delete. So ultimately, I'm targeting to complete this entire action for one component category using three major elements. Okay, na? Understood? Na? So here I'm trying to reduce my code burden. It's not that I don't want to repeat this so many classes. Let's say for each component, if you're writing three controls differently and three pages and then one page for listing kind of thing, you will end up with one component somewhere around 5 to 6 elements. I mean, for one action category or product or kind of thing, you are simply writing almost 5 to 6 Java related components. Either it is a JSP page or a servlet or entity DAO kind of stuff. So let's say if your project is an enterprise project, you are dealing with somewhere around 100 components like this, you will end up in your project with almost 600 plus resources, which is really a very odd kind of practice. Okay, am I clear? So note down things which are supposed to be implemented properly in order for this particular thing to be completed are like this. So here we need to have a category table, and then we have category entity, and we have category DAO which will contain JDBC code, and then we have a category controller, and we have add or edit cat.jsp, and we have show cat list.jsp. That's all. So for a single component including database, all we have is only these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 6 components. You can think of it. What if you are increasing this for doing individual operations with JSP add category controller or update category controller kind of thing? You will end up with so many components. Understood? No? So out of which, what are that we already have? We have this fellow, we have this fellow, and we have this fellow, and these people are ready partially. Partially in the sense they have half of the code. So we need to complete it with the remaining part. Okay, na? Have a note of this. This is what we are going to implement. Shall we? Summer lo jalve anko. So I will try to open all of them so that I can reuse them. Now this cat list, I'll still keep the same name, cat list only. Let this be cat list, and here this cat list, what I am showcasing, please try to understand. The list of categories which I wanted to show should be different for the end user as well as for the admin. So think that this cat list what I am showing is for the admin. So here I will try to rename this component as admin cat list.jsp. So this is basically meant for the admin so that he can actually edit it. Okay, na? Admin cat list.jsp, and this add category.html. Well, I want to make him as a .jsp file, so I cannot rename the extension. So let's see this. I'll try to make it as a JSP. Okay. Now this fellow also have a become a JSP page, which is missing with on the top. So what are the missing here? I will brief you. You need to have a scriptlet which will contain @page directive. So this @page directive have to define what is your response type. Okay, so you can see the others which we have created on the head. @page directive will have certain things: @page language, Java, content type HTML, and kind of thing. So what if I don't write anything, Ram? Well, don't write anything. Please try to write at least these two. Language is equals to Java, content type is equals to text by HTML. These two are minimum expected from a scriptlet @. Okay, na? So @page directive can be written in this way. So you can have a space or you don't have a space. Chalega. So here I'm trying to say Control S. Okay, page is capital or small? It's small only. Well, here Control S. Okay, now by the time if you see this doc type, they have given us HTML. So here, what is the doc type? It is a HTML only. So you need not worry about the doc type. If you wanted to take this doc type, take Control C, and then you could have it over here in a to mention it in a standard way. Okay, now that's it. Is what you have. You made it as a JSP page. Now, what if I try to write some scriptlet? Will I be in a position to write Java code in it or not? Let me see. So here I made it as a this one. So I wanted to say category. Is it helping me? I say Control space bar. It is not helping me anyway. So that means it is not by birth a JSP page. That's a problem. So certain things are written when you are creating a JSP page. In other words, what happens, what Eclipse will do, Eclipse, the moment when you create a page and then save it, it immediately renders that page as a servlet in the background and facilitates you the Java kind of behavior. So never try to do something like, a HTML page can be directly converted to Java page, which is not going to happen or not going to help you. So the type of component by birth, it should be of type JSP page, or else he would have given only this one, right, HTML, and then you would have renamed it. So when you take it as a JSP page, okay, so here I'm giving the name as add or edit cat, add or edit cat.jsp. I'll say next. Now here it is what it is taking. JSP with HTML markup is the type of JSP template it takes. I mean, clear. And then when you click on finish, please try to understand this fellow. It's simply not only showcasing you as a JSP page, but he is also creating a servlet in the background. It all happens in a split second. We don't identify it, but it happens. Okay. So what I could do maximum is I could copy certain code from here to here, Control C and Control V. This is what I can do, nothing more than that. So this one, I'll simply close it. Well, I don't need this fellow anymore. I'll try to delete this fellow, add category. Clear. Now I'm in a kind of stage, because this is a HTML 4.1. This required attribute won't be working. Undefined attribute called required. Please understand, in HTML4 required won't work. In JSP you have to write JavaScript or anything, and you have to handle any client-side validations. Now you see this, I have a add cat list.jsp page where I'm trying to showcase this one. I'll try to bring him the same kind of attire or a structure what admin page you have. So where is this Mr. admin home.jsp? So here it is. So he has got manage categories where it is taking to add category.html, right? So when I click on manage categories, I will bring him to admin cat list.jsp. This is what my intention. Control S. Simple. So here In the admin catalyst, I will showcase whatever is supposed to be showcased. Now I'll try to take out this point, this the entire stuff, whatever you have, Control C, and I'll come to this one, add catalyst, where I'm trying to show this list, right? A list. I will keep this list in the other TD. In the first TD, I have this one, and look at this. In the admin home, the second TD, which is of 70%, I'm saying hello, this kind of thing. So TD and table, Control C, and I'll come to admin catalyst. Now, Jartha Chudandi, this is the one I have. Okay. Now this TD, which is of 70%, have this H3. As of now, this is what it is. Now, my intention, what's my intention? Within this 70%, I wanted to show the list of categories. So I'll replace this TD with the actual content which is already there in the cat list. So day before yesterday, when we have tried working on showing the categories, well, the first time when I have showcased you the list of categories which are already there. So here it is. I'll slightly modify this one. Or I'll try to show you the complete set. Okay. So what is that here I wanted to show is here I wanted to list out all the categories. See, the left side menu is same either for admin home or for all the other pages. The left side menu will be same. Now here I wanted to show him the list of categories. So as the step number 1, I will show here in the TD on the top a small table, I will say, whose border is not table, border is equals to 0, 0, and I will supply something called as cell spacing. Yeah, cell spacing is equals to, let's say, some 10 pixel. Okay, so I wanted every cell to be separated by some 10 pixels so that I will get a beautiful, nice look and feel. So here on the top, the first one, I wanted to say TR and slash TR. Please understand, here I'm trying to showcase 3 TDs. One for the name of the category, one for edit button, one for delete button. I mean link. Okay. So on the TR, I have a TD, okay, whose call span is equals to 2. This is the first TD I have in the first row. So what is this first TD contains is my heading. So what is the heading I wanted to have is list of this one, this H3 and slash S3, Control X, I'll put over here. This one beta, this available list of categories heading, and with add new. Okay, well, I'll come back. Available list of categories. So this is my first TD, who is occupying 2 columns kind of span. And then again I have TD whose call span is normal, and I would have to have a H reference is equals to something. So here I wanted to go to add or edit cat. So here I will say add or edit cat dot JSP question mark. Please try to understand. Action is equals to save. Hey, what is this? I told you I have to supply an action extra. So this JSP page also will consider what to be taken. And here and I will say cat ID is equals to 0. So what is this cat ID 0? I will let you know. You see, when you are adding a new category, you please understand primary key value in a table always starts from 1. So I am supplying 0 means I am trying for new category. This is what I am planning. Understood now? So this is what I am saying. And so here I will say /a, and within which I will say add new. Okay. Now this, I don't want this href to be shown as a link. Rather, I wanted this to be shown as a style thing. Well, you can style it in any way. Style. This is important style. Many people will follow this. That's why I'm showing. What do you call this? Style is equals to what do you call this? Decoration and something will be there. I forgot. I'll almost like now. I think style equals to text decoration none. So when you say text decoration none, it will be shown to you as a plain this one, rather instead of showing it as an underline. So let's see how it will look like. And here, apart from this, by the way, below, I need to have a remaining tiers where I wanted to showcase the list of so many categories, whatever we have. So here you can say a tr/tr. You wanted to give td call span is equals to some 3/td. This is the space I am giving, so that I will have some space between that above heading as well as the below all the tabs. However, I am actually giving 10 pixel space between every this one. So here I will get some more space. Now I will have to write a code here. So what is the code I am supposed to write? I will have to this admin catalyst have to get list from the category DAO. So here I will say category DAO. I will try to import cat DAO. You can see this import statement happening on the top. Okay, so please try to understand. Whatever you wanted to bring, it will automatically be imported. Cat DAO is equals to new category DAO, and then you try to get a list of object which is of cat list is equals to this cat DAO. Cat DAO dot list. So here you get all your objects. Now please understand, my intention is to show these objects, and here I wanted to show for each object I wanted to show the category name and then have a provision to edit it. So here I wanted to show number of rows. With the number of rows I wanted to show 3 TDs. 1 TD, another TD, some other TD. So here I will show edit, here I will show delete, and here I will show the category name. So I will take here I'm sorry, for each object available obj which is available in cat list. So this is what I wanted to do. This is it. Now you can see within this for loop I am trying to write this tr and td kind of stuff. Okay, so is it readable? Okay, this is what I want to do. So here is a for loop. Within for loop I wanted to perform this action. Now what is that I wanted to do? I will take category from the object first. Category cat is equals to, I will cast it to category from obj. So I got it. Sorry, it's obj. So whatever I am getting from the list is in the form of generic version, and I will get a specific version from that object. And after that I have captured this fellow, so I will supply here cat dot get, oh sorry, you have to say a scriptlet is equals to, any Java code can be combined within a scriptlet. So cat dot get cat name. This is what I wanted to showcase. And you want to show some style, well, you are free to supply these styles h4, where you can give, it will be getting a heading kind of format. And then anyway you have 10 pixel space between every TD, so here you can showcase a h reference is equals to something and edit. So here you can say style is equals to text hyphen decoration to none. Now where is that you are taking him to? I am taking him to add or edit cat.jsp question mark. You see what is that you wanted to do here. You need to tell him the way you have the way you have given over here. Action is equals to save and cat id is equals to 0. Similarly you have to supply. So now here the same JSP page will help me to add or edit also. So here I will say action is equals to edit ampersand. What is the cat ID you have? Now you need to supply the cat ID. Am I clear? Now the first point you need to remember is, if you wanted to embed scripted kind of coding within double quote, better have the habit of this fellow in the single quote style. Okay, let's say scripted is equals to, well, cat id is equals to, you should not give space over here for style. The way you have given, the same way the values are taken. Am I clear? This is ampersand, I'm sorry. So action is equals to edit and the cat id that you are supplying, cat id, I could be capital or small, it is up to you. You supply it as a this one, or you can simply supply this id. You need not worry to supply a cat id. You can simply say id is equals to Chilagan. id is equals to scriptlet is equals to, what is the id? Can somebody tell me what is the id? Where do I get the id from? See, you have an object of cat, right? Cat dot, you can say get the id. This is what you are supplying. Look at this. So here what am I trying to do is, I am supplying the id of cat over here, and this ahref will take me to add or edit category.jsp, supplying action to be edited. And whose category to be edited? Dekho, I'm giving you id, isko edit kar. And this is what I said, edit. Similarly I'll copy the same td, control C, and can pass it to this fellow, control. But this time I wanted to do something else. What is that? Delete. Okay, so here action I wanted to do is delete, and id is so and so cat id, and this link will be delete. Now, so I have a category name on which I could take an action of either edit or delete, and on the top I am showcasing him the option to add a new category also. So control S, this is how he will look like. So let's see whether we can log in and then see this list of categories and then have an option of add or edit or not. For time being, control S. Okay, so this is, I will simply modify it as a category name submit. Instead of saying add category, just like update, or I could simply say save or update, and that's all. Okay, now control S. I'll speak to him later on. I will edit this later on. For timing, this is what it is. So our part of this is completed. Like I have done this part. Show category list.jsp, which will contain edit and delete options. and it is bringing all the data to this fellow, so he will take an action next. Let up to this level, let us see whether it is completed or not. So I'll come back here to my project and we'll try to run Mr. index.html, which is index.html is the default page. So I'll try to run this function. It is right click, Amazon, run as, run on the server. I'm running the project. There you go. So here I'll click on admin login. So what is my admin login? Ram123. Then click on login. So here I'll come to admin home.jsp is what been expected. Okay, and I'll click on manage categories. This fellow will have the same kind of look and feel, right? So I'll click and he will get this one, admin home. Oh, there is so much space I have given. I think I'll remove one space. I'll go to add category list, and here what is that you have this tr, which is unnecessary. How it is visible? Sports electronics. My goodness. Maybe because this is a small thing, it is coming like this. Control C and Control V. Yeah, it is still coming in the same style. Okay, so this space is okay, but we cannot have this much space in between every element. So we'll try to see this fellow. इतना क्यों गैप आ रहा है बोल के? Maybe this could be because of this H4 which I'm giving here. Maybe it is taking a line space automatically because there is a H4. Okay, I'll give this TD itself a style. Style is equals to, and color I will say blue, and I will say font size will say large. That's it. Control S. Let's see this now. Okay, so this is how it is. Like you can give some nice color also if you want. Instead of blue, you can say some orange red or kind of thing. It looks very nice to you. Like you can this space can be edited like anything. Now here when I click on edit, I want this to be taken to add or edit.jsp, which I haven't created yet. Understood now? So whenever you click on manage products, similarly you have to have all available list of products and also have a provision to add a new. And then when you click on add new, also you are going to the same page, which is add or edit.jsp. And when you click on edit also or delete also, you are going to the same page. So this is how basically the work can be simplified. Now what else we need to have? We need to have that JSP page to have a proper value. I mean look and feel. He also have to come in the same place, right? So I will take up this part, whatever I have on the head, up to this TD 70%. Control C, and I'll go to add or edit category, then put here. Great. What is that this 70% should have now? The form in which the action should be taken. And the remaining part also I'll showcase and copy. After the table, here I have the TD, TR and table. I'll copy this, Control C. I mean the remaining part of the 70%, okay? So this is remaining part of the 70%. I'll come back here, and after the form, I'll paste it. That's it. Control S. Now you can see here, I will click on add new. So here I will get the same look and feel. I don't change it. Like here itself, the admin can edit the category. Similarly, even if you click on edit or delete also, you will come back to the same page. But when you click on delete, you are coming to this is an odd thing. Like you should not come to this one. Rather, it should happen as an action and then bring you back to the same page. So this piece of code we need to write. Let's say, for example, so far I have sports jewelry and electronics. So here I'll try to add a test. Save or update. So here some error is coming. Let's see. The requested resource Amazon add category.html is not available. Oops. So we need to change category controller. Now we forgot that. So let's change that one also. After that we will come back here. Go back. So far, so what is the functionality we have completed so far is now this one is routing you properly. Now what is pending? You need to properly write this fellow add or edit category.jsp who will call certain actions from the category controller based on whatever you choose. Please understand. Am I clear? Based on whatever you choose, he has to supply that one. Now, what am I supposed to do in that case? How do I supply either add or edit or whatever I need to pass it, correct or not? So this is very important. So whatever you are getting as a request, this JSP page is a servlet in the background. So the request parameter, whatever you are getting, will be passed to that fellow as it is. So you need not worry. The request is already there with you. So you simply have to pass that request to the controller. Now I'll close this admin.jsp. So I have got all these people readily available, and then I'll bring this controller to the last because I need to edit them. So this controller is supposed to be edited with certain methods. So here I will come down. We'll try to write public void add category, which will be like this. Control C, Control V. This is one method, and he will be a private void add category, and Control C. This is basically for editing, or you can simply write only one method for adding or deleting also. It is up to you. Nobody is forcing you to write multiple methods for this one. So here, based on the request, you can decide what kind of method to be called with a cat.do. So instead of writing these 4 methods, I could actually decide based on the input here. It's up to you the way you do it. So as a first person, what I could take here is a string action to be performed. I will say request dot get parameter which is coming as action. Now the action, whatever I get, I'll decide what to do. Okay, then I will think of this category name. So here, now please try to understand. The category name comes to me only in the case of if this action is not delete. So first of all, I'll check if this action what I'm coming dot equals ignore case of something called as delete. So all I have to do is work on this category DAO. Okay, so I'll have to call the what do you call this? You can call the category DAO. So the best way to deal with this one is to have this category DAO available on the head of the servlet like this. So here I will say category cat is equals to new category, and here I have a category DAO. this one, Control X, new category DAO. So I will try to use them. So category also you can declare only when you get the category related details. Now below I will try to call different methods. जैसे कि private void delete, private. I mean you can write different methods or you can decide what to be done here. So what I will try to do here, I will try to do cat DAO dot delete, and I need to supply the ID which is coming. So ID should be coming to me. So I will say int ID is equals to integer dot percent of request object dot get parameter coming as ID to me. So I must get an ID, then only I can delete it. So here I have to supply the ID to the JSP, and JSP will forward this request to this fellow, and then he can simply call this one. Okay. So this is my action, and after this is done, what am I supposed to do? I should basically redirect back. So I can say response dot send redirect to, again I should go back to that JSP page, right? After doing certain action, I'll have to delete something or I have to return something. So I will simply say out.println something, or there is nothing I should say out.println. I can simply keep quiet. It's not that compulsory you have to give a response. You can simply keep quiet also. So I keep quiet. Else, if this is not the case, what is the case in this is not the case? Else, if this one, okay. So in such a kind of case, if this is not delete, and if I'm getting some other action to be performed, somebody asking, can you send the meeting link? It is the same old link. Ask me in WhatsApp. 1 minute. Oh, web designer. I'm sorry. Okay, not our cup of tea. Web design batch valadi. All right. So if it is delete, I'll do this one. Else, if this is not the case, well, then I will be getting the cat name to be edited, right? So this cat name to be edited. So I'll try to take this cat name and then category. Okay. And then I'll go here. I'll take out the entire Control X part stuff here, and I'll put it here. Clear? Understood or not? Right. So what am I supposed to do here? So please try to understand. The category name I have got, but here in the Boolean success, now I will check this one. If this action dot equals ignore case of Control C and Control V is equals to JSP save, and then I need to call this. So I will declare Boolean success is equals to, by default I'll say false, and then here after this one I will call this success is equals to so and so. Okay, now I will say else if again. So what is that I wanted to do is, what if this is action is equals to update? Now it is one and the same thing. So here I will say success is equals to cat DAO dot update of this cat. That's it. So this is the only change I have. So what is that? With a single service method, I'm trying to perform all the operations. In fact, many people have the habit like, no, they will simply forward this service to different methods. What we will have here, we can have different methods: one for update, one for save, one for delete, and then he will be simply forwarding that request response to him. So you can edit in the service method, or you can make it as a separate list of 4 methods also. Okay, now that I have a delete option, okay, and I have got save option, I have got update option, and then this is what I'm doing. Now it's not the add category is what I'm supposed to go back, wherein I will have to go back to add or edit cat.jsp is where I'm supposed to take it. And then below to this output, I just wanted to show category added successfully or unable to add the category. Please try again. That's the only change. Control S. So let's see whether this will be working or not. So here I'm showcasing the ID and all. Now what is the pending part is I need to call this service method properly. Okay, it is loaded. I need to call this service method by supplying the required things. What are the required things? I need to supply the cat name and I need to supply the ID. These are the two important things if I am calling delete a kind of thing. So I'll just come down here. Now here also I will try to showcase certain dynamic behavior to this one. You see, in the case of delete button, in the case of delete option, I need not show all this kind of stuff. Rather, I simply have to go to delete option. I simply have to go to delete option. So in the case of delete, okay, so the controller is basically what he's trying to show is this one. So delete me, he is not doing anything. He simply is not doing anything. You could actually say you cannot return anything because this is a service method. Please try to understand. This is simply a service method. Okay, so what you can do here in the category list itself, you can showcase. So you have to take him back to the category list method saying that this is completed. So I will take out this request dispatcher, control C, and will write down here control V and Boolean success is equals to okay. So here if the Boolean success is so and so, then I will take him. So if success or else success, control C, and I'll put it over here. Category, say deleted successfully or unable to delete category, try again. Now this fellow, instead of add or edit cat.jsp, he can go back to this admin cat list.jsp, and the below I will show him whether category is deleted or simply not. So this is what I will do. Understood? So this is what I need to do. Now everywhere you need to understand when the candidate have logged in, the username and password, I mean the username of the admin as well as name of the admin I am maintaining. So in the session, because session is still available, this catlist.jsp will still be able to showcase welcome kind of message and everything. Am I clear? So where is the welcome message we have, by the way? So that's there in the admin homepage, right? I'm sorry. So do we have that admin home on the top? Where the hell he is showing? Poor fellow, he is not getting any welcome. So here on the head of the table, we can showcase H4. I can say welcome scriptlet is equals to session dot get attribute of name. So if you don't have this one, and then you cannot show welcome message to that, it is really bad. Control C, control S, and we'll come to admin home.jsp. Here I'll try to put. So this welcome also will go right. This welcome also will go right. So I'll let this be over here. Control S, something like this. Okay. Now this is how it is, and we'll come to add or edit, and here also I will control S. So everybody will have a welcome message also. Now that everything is been written, look at this fellow. You should be very careful. Now here in this welcome page, all I need is, if it is delete method, I'll simply have to call that one. I am not waiting for or I need not waiting for any submit button to be clicked. Okay, so please try to understand, need not wait. So if it is delete button, I should do something like this. So on the top of this, I will try to write some action part. What is this? So here my action part, what I'm writing is, if what do you call this, admin clicked on delete link, so no need of below form to be shown, correct or not? So I will try to call that one directly. So what I will do, so I will first of all try to take that action which is coming to me. So I will say a string action is equals to request dot get parameter which is coming as action, and I'm checking if this action dot equals ignore case of JSX delete. So in such case, I have to, please try to understand, I have to pass this, am I clear? I have to pass this directly to that Mr. Category Controller. So I will simply have to redirect the entire response to that category controller, or I'll have to call the request dispatcher. Okay, na? So what I need is, I have to call the category controller one or other way. So how do I do that? So please understand, this one, what you are writing over here, is not going to help anyway, because he is already a kind of servlet and he is getting some request, and there is no need for him to process this delete request. Let's say if he's processing anything like, are you sure you wanted to delete this, and then click on a S message, and then you can showcase something like this to him. So here I will show out dot like whatever you have in this JSP page. Okay, so this is what the output you are showcasing. So this output also will be shown unnecessarily. So you don't want this kind of clumsy action to be taken place. Well, you could actually do this thing directly. So how do I do that, Ram? Well, it is pretty simple. You need not call this JSP page for delete. You could basically call your category controller directly for that action. So instead of calling this JSP page, you could actually call category controller for this delete, and then there I am passing action as delete and ID as an ID. So directly the request is going to service method of category controller, and I am trying to take the action first, and then if it action is delete, I will try to read the parameter of ID, and then I'll take my action. Anyhow, I am returning back to admin catalyst. Why the hell I am bringing this add or edit JSP into mediator? No need. Please understand, in such kind of situation, you can call your category controller directly. There is no meaning to bring this fellow into picture and write some extra kind of code. So you need not worry about writing this piece of code. Okay, so please remember, you have liberty to call a servlet directly like this, or you can call JSP, because you are developing the application for your conveniency, and to make this application functionality simple, whatever it needs to be called, you can call. Now here in the this one, now point, when you call add or edit category JSP, supplying action is equals to edit or ID is equals to something. So he need to take some extra precaution here. If it is now, here I'll come down. While the time of showcasing this one, I will have to take some action. So now I will write some piece of code here. Now scriptlet. So what is that I need to take that action run? So here string action is equals to, you need to take string action is equals to request object dot get parameter coming on the name of action. Now the point is, if this action dot equals ignore case of edit, you see what is that you are passing? Either you will pass it as edit, or you will pass it as delete, or you will pass it as save. Same way, I need not worry about doing any extra work, but only in the case of edit, I'll have to do some extra work. What is that? ये ID का जो भी category है, I have to bring it and then show it over there. So what is that I will do? So here, if it is edit, then only I have to take some extra variant. So if in this case I need to call Mr. category DAO, category DAO, cat DAO is equals to new category DAO, and we'll try to call his method. I will say string, I'm sorry, I will basically go to category DAO and then see what is the return type of this method get. So get method takes one ID as a parameter and return an object. So I will try to call this fellow. So in such a kind of case, if it is edit, I will say I have taken category and I will say int ID is equals to, which is coming to me as a request parameter. You can take it as a string ID or int ID also. Int ID is equals to integer dot parse int of request object dot get parameter coming as ID. So I have read the ID and I'll have to pass this ID to whom? Cat DAO dot get of ID. This fellow returns me one object. So I will say category cat is equals to, okay. So this category I probably will be using over here. So I will try to use this category declaration on the top of this above if condition. So I will say category cat, please try to understand, is equals to new category. Now I will try to get it over here, or I'll simply say it is equals to what do you call this, new category and cat DAO. Now the point you need to understand, category, let me import it. Okay. This is the tricky point here. Cat DAO dot get ID, which returns object, and then I have typecast into category. Now the category is there with me. This is the tricky point here. So what you have to do is this TD form action, and while the time of showing the category name, you need this trick. This is clear. So I will take out this entire stuff here, Control X, and will put it here, Control V. Now the point I wanted to say here is, okay, so if category action is equals to edit, I will show something, else I will do something else. This is what my intention is. Okay, this is what my intention. So what is this you wanted to do now here? Okay, so what is that I wanted to do here is I wanted to show something in this case, else I wanted to show something. Okay, so no, now look at this piece of code. So what is that I have done is I have cut this piece of code into multiple parts. Now if this is the case, if this is the case, like I mean up to this level I wanted to show the category name field, Control X, in this way, and name cat name, and here I wanted to say value is equals to scriptlet is equals to, so what is the value I get is this cat dot get the category name. So I want to show the value in this case. If the person is clicking on edit button, I will try to get the category DAO and get the category with that ID, whatever the ID I am passing. Okay, and then whatever the value I get, I will show here. Else, if this is not the case, that means it is a normal plain thing, then I will show a normal plain text field. So look at this. What is that I'm making this JSP to behave dynamically? In case if the request of action is edit, Then he will on the runtime, at runtime, he will call category DAO. He will get the ID. Sorry, request he is taking. It is supposed to be the first step, frankly speaking. Okay. Okay, he has taken this and then he supplied this get method of this one. He got the category and then he is showing the category as a value to this, so that the moment when the page loads, you will see the category name already there, which you can simply edit and then click on save. Okay, when you click on update, anyhow this method is coming as edit only. This will still pass all the way to that fellow. Understood now? Well, if you are interested, you can pass that hidden variant also to him. What is that he is looking at? He is looking at the hidden variant. Here it comes. Where is this? Where is this? Delete. Now here it is. Either save or update. Please try to understand. Save or update, or these two are the hidden variants he is checking for, which you can supply here. In this case, you can supply the hidden variant as input type is equals to hidden, and you can give action is equals to, now this is you are showcasing, request whatever you are getting, you are replacing it with. Okay na? So the current request whatever you are getting, okay, so you are replacing it, whatever you are getting as an action, you are replacing it. Action is equals to hidden name is equals to action, this is what you are passing, and value is equals to JSP edit or update, like this. If this is not the case, this is a normal piece of code, assume Control C, and in this case, well, what is that you can do? You can say the same edit you can give with the value as a save. So this is how you could manage. It says key invalid location of scriptlet. No, that's the correct place of scriptlet. What happened to this? Control S. Let's see this. This is only warning, no problem. So this is what I wanted to do. In that case, like anyway, I'm having my form action to category controller to whom I am passing the hidden variant, either update or save based on the value I get. Okay, now let's stop the server which is already running, and we'll try to run this application one more time. Right click, run as, run on the server. Control C. Well, I'll say admin login. Ram123 logged in. So I will first check the delete functionality after logging in. Okay, so I'll click on manage categories. Okay, this is how it is. I wanted to click the delete button and then see, will I come back to the same by deleting the list. Now, before I show you that functionality, I'll say MySQL administrator. MySQL administrator. Let me connect to the power. I am losing my power. Battery is coming to dead, so I need to connect it here. Come on. Ah. Okay, now I have this test. You can see this one test. So I will minimize this. I will click on delete. Now there is an internal server number format extension for input string 4. So it is going as a 4 with that symbol. 4 with that symbol. The symbol should not go right. So let's see what is going wrong. We'll come down here and we'll go to this catalyst. Here it is. The delete button has this extra has come because a anchor is closing over here, not here. Similarly, here the edit part also, I have got one extra angular bracket which is coming. Control S. Now it is been changed. I will go back to my list and refresh it. So I have refreshed. Now I will click on delete. Bingo, category deleted successfully. Let me see. I will come here and then will refresh it. You can see test is not there. So here I will try to change this electronics to, I will say something like gadgets. I will edit this one. So again, let me add a new category. First of all, I will click on add new category. I am coming to category name. So here again, I'm saying test and I'll click on save or update. So here I said category added successfully. Why do I believe? I'll click on manage categories. I should see test. Beautiful. Make clear. So you can actually ask this controller basically to come back to the list wherein you could actually see the successfully added list. Instead of add or edit category list.jsp, you could come back to the list page itself. So admin cat list.jsp, control C and control V, which actually will make more sense. If you wanted to add one more category, you will click on this one more time, something like this. So I changed it. The server is restarted. Let's wait. Yes, the server is restarted. I'll come back here and I'll click on this page one more time. Well, it is loaded. Well, I'll now click on edit button. So I will make this test category. See, you can see this is coming to my field directly. So here I will say this as, let's say, men's wear, and I'll click on the save or update. Nothing has happened. Some error might have come. Let's see this. What might have happened? Why it is not updating? Well, I'll click on edit. It will come to this one. Action is equals to edit. ID is equals to 5. Okay. Action coming here as edit, and then I'm editing this to this one. I'm editing this to update in the JSP page. So what is it I'm trying to do it in the JSP page? Let me clear this. What is it I'm trying to do in the JSP page? So here, if action is equals to update sheet, action is equals to edit. Oh, sorry, this is controller. No? Sorry, update. So instead of managing this confusion, I'll try to make this as edit itself. Maybe edit is what getting there at the controllers in control S. I have changed this to edit, where I am passing the value as a action as edit, and then the ID is anyway going. Is it that the ID is not getting passed? Shall I pass input type is equals to hidden and the name is equals to JSP ID and the value is equals to this one, scriptlet. Triplet is equals to cat dot get the ID. Okay, this is what I'm passing. Here some errors are coming. Oh, this one I haven't closed it. Okay, right. Control S. Now these are the two inputs I'm passing. Action, which is edit, ID, which is the ID, and in the category controller, I'll try to take this as edit instead of update. Why do I increase myself with the kind of stuff? Again, oh, this is the problem. Excuse me, guys. I am getting ID while the time of editing, updating this, I'm not supplying ID, right? Oh no, this is what the problem is. Now in the case of edit, I need to get an ID also. So the success I'll make here, and I will have to supply Mr. ID. So I will say int ID is equals to integer dot rsyntax request object dot get parameter coming as ID. I will get ID also, and after I get the ID, I need to supply this ID to Mr. category, which is already there on the top. I get the name minimum. If it is not delayed, I will definitely get the name either for save purpose or for update purpose. But if it is update purpose, I'll get ID also extra. So I will say cat dot set ID as the ID which is getting, and then I will call this update button. Control S. Now it is slightly changed. Please understand, this was missing in the previous call. You see, what is the update says? Update basically is written in a way that update category. Okay, this is how it is. Update category, set cat name, where ID is equals to so and so. We are not supplying ID. ID is null. So ultimately it gets into a wrong. So it won't execute. Okay. Well, let's stop this and then restart it properly so that all which have been resaved, I mean, we have edited them, right? Will be cleans, and then again, it will cleanse that project and then build it again, run on the server. So we'll take Control C, Control V. I'll try to log in as admin. So Ram 123. Manage categories. Now I'll click on edit. So here I am taking him to this test, and then I will make this as menswear, and I'll click on save. Well, you can see this menswear is changed. Now I will click on, you have seen all the three. Let's say click on add category. Let's say this is, again I'm saying test, and you can see test. Well, edit, and this test edited. You can see this test edited, and if you don't want, you can click on delete. Well, he's deleted. All the functionalities in a single page. This is how you actually will prepare one servlet which can do multiple actions, but you have to take extra precaution with the help of JSP pages like this. Understood? Clear? So this is what we call as end-to-end CRUD component development. What is that we have just learned is end-to-end complete CRUD component. End-to-end complete component. So what do you mean by CRUD? Create, read, update, and delete. That means for a single component, if you're providing all the operations of insert, update, delete, okay, na, get, and the list, all the operations we are using, you could see this one. So this is basically a list. Okay, so when you click on edit, you are calling get. So here you are getting it. Am I clear? And then you are updating it, you are deleting it, you are adding it, you are doing all the operations with a single JSP and single servlet help. This is what we have to call it as a CRUD component set. Okay, a complete CRUD component set is what we need to call. So what all we have implemented as a part of this one is we have a table which is Mr. Category, and we have an entity is category.java, and we have a DAO to speak to JDBC part, category DAO.java, and to perform all the operations we need to have a servlet, which is basically category controller.java, and to have user inputs we have add or edit cat.jsp, which will perform edit and save operations. In fact, it won't do that. It actually calls edit and save operations. And then here we have this one admin cat list.jsp, which will actually call list operation as well as delete operation. Okay, and then here it actually will call save, it edit with get operation, basically get and edit operations, and then obviously save operation. Okay, and then the below one, which will actually call list and delete operations. Not only this edit, and it will also call edit, delete, all. Okay, get and edit, you could say. Get and edit with save. 3 operations on the top, list and delete for 2 operations in the below. So ultimately, it is basically a kind of this is update, and this is basically insert, and then list and delete, all the operations you are calling. Understood? No? Clear about this? So you had to practice it. It's just not that you have seen what I am coding, you will understand, but you see, this is what exactly how an application development happens. So you have to think how precisely you can make application available with all minimum components. Now these 2 components which are common, right, on the top over here you have JDBC and this one, they are never touched again. They are written only for one time in the life, done, they are closed. Only you will be editing these 3 sets based on your requirement. You would be adding another entity, you would be adding another controller, you would be adding another DAO, and you will make use of that again. Understood? So, and also yes, as needed you would be adding JSPs. You could add more than 1 JSP, 2 JSPs, 3 JSPs. It again, it depends on your requirement. I cannot control it. The way the end user asks, you would be writing it. Hope this is clear. All of you understand this is an end-to-end complete kind of cycle. So now your this one, your work is assignment is, now we have done this category part. All of you have to practice the product. This one, manage products, you need to practice. Okay na? Or if you wanted to make it simple, you can manage site admins. That means admin can add multiple users. It is simple. So tomorrow session I will try to showcase a foreign key kind of thing, what is managing products, and then we will try to see how it can be implemented. Okay, daily one component, like it's not that, see, this will be more heavy input if I teach you more. Like seeing one component today is also very heavy for your brains. Okay, so tomorrow I will teach you how to manage products, which is containing some foreign key kind of stuff. We will speak about this product, because when you try to get product, you have to choose category before you add a product. So this is a bit tricky. I mean, this kind of critical part and a tricky part also is involved. So I will speak about managing products tomorrow. Very important. Don't miss tomorrow's session. Even if you have any other work also, stop and come. Now you people try to manage this site part, site admin part. Okay. And after tomorrow we have completed these products. Okay, so day after tomorrow we will try to, what is day after tomorrow, by the way? What is day after tomorrow, man? Today is what is today here? Come on, Wednesday. So tomorrow is Thursday. Day after tomorrow we will get into RESTful web services. The same, see, the site is ready. Now you have to develop it using RESTful web services. We'll see that. ठीक है ना? Understood? Yes. Right. So I will share everything which is related to this today. Yesterday I forgot. I'm really sorry, but now I won't skip. It's 9:50 now. By 10:30 I will be posting this link to you. 10:30 or max by 11 o'clock I'll be posting. You people also get freshen up yourself, have your breakfast, and then seriously sit on this application and try to complete this. Practice it and complete it. Tomorrow we will see how to do the same kind of thing with respect to product. Tomorrow's session is important because we will create everything from the scratch. Like we'll create a product. This is only we have product and product DAO already there, right? So they're same. Like apart from that, we have to create everything. The JSP pages are not there like category as we have today. So tomorrow we will have to write the product controller followed by the two JSP pages, and then I'll show you how we will bring it. Catch you back tomorrow morning. Thank you guys. Bye. And I'll post this link in the site, like this application code related link in the site to you people by 11. I'll upload it into Drive and then share it among.